CEO was waiting by his luxury car for his driver to open the door. Suddenly, he spotted his recently married wife riding an electric scooter toward him. He thought he could hide to avoid revealing his true identity as a billionaire. But just as he ducked, his wife lost control of her brakes and crashed into his luxury car. The bodyguard stepped out of the car to check the situation. Just as she was about to offer to pay for the damages, she recognized her husband hiding inside the luxury car. The sight of him hiding made her burst into laughter, since her husband had always pretended to be poor in front of her. Ignoring the bodyguard's attempts to stop her, she opened the car door and dragged the CEO out. The CEO had been hiding his true identity to test if his wife was a gold digger. It all started 3 days ago. The woman had rescued a little girl by the side of the road. As she was checking if the girl was hurt, the girl's older brother rushed over. The woman felt an inexplicable sense of connection to the siblings, so she asked them where their parents were. The boy handed her a phone, asking her to call their father to pick them up. When she made the call, she told the father that his 2 kids were with her. The CEO, hearing this, assumed his children had been kidnapped. He quickly rushed to their location with his team, bringing a briefcase filled with $1 million in cash. The woman initially thought the money was to thank her, but in the next moment, the housekeeper sent her to the police station. The CEO arrived and scolded his son for causing trouble again. His son explained that they had gone out to look for their mother. At that moment, the little girl burst into tears. The CEO asked if she had been hurt by anyone, but his son told him that the woman had saved his sister. Realizing he had misunderstood the woman, the CEO went to the police station to apologize to her in person. But before he could say anything, the woman received a call from her aunt, who was forcing her to go on a blind date. Her aunt constantly pressured her to marry, only because she wanted to demand $300,000 as dowry. The woman, tired of her aunt's demands, hung up the phone. The CEO's son asked the woman if she was mad at their dad. He offered that if she was, their dad could repay her kindness. The CEO noticed his usually shy daughter acting unusually affectionate with the woman. Both children kept calling the woman mom, and even suggested she marry their father. They assured her that even though their dad was grumpy, old, and bad-tempered, at least they were cute enough to make up for it. To avoid her aunt's arranged marriage, the woman decided to marry the CEO, but the CEO lied about his real circumstances. He claimed to be living in a rented old house, taking care of his 80-year-old mother and raising 2 kids, with a monthly salary of only $3,000. He said he could only afford to ride shared bikes to work. The CEO told her that if she could accept those conditions, they could get married. When the woman asked about the luxury car and $1 million, the CEO explained the car was rented and the money borrowed, as he enjoyed pretending to be wealthy sometimes. The woman didn't mind the idea of a tough married life, but she insisted on a $300,000 dowry, which she would treat as a loan. The CEO thought to himself, she's a gold digger after all. Despite his doubts, the children kept pushing for the marriage. Left with no choice, the CEO agreed to the marriage but decided to continue pretending to be poor. When the woman returned to her aunt's house to pack her things, she was met with sarcastic remarks from her relatives. She ignored their insults, but as she turned to pack her belongings, she noticed her late mother's portrait was missing. At that moment, her aunt, who had been playing mahjong, panicked. The woman looked down and found the portrait under the mahjong table. Furious, she flipped the entire mahjong table over in anger.